booklist.com, Book Expo America's new online community. Today is a very special feature of Have Your Cupcake and Read It Too because I'm joined with legendary author Wally Lamb. Wally and I will be discussing his first book, She's Come Undone, which was also an Oprah book club selection. Wally, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, are you kidding? I get to eat and everything? Of
it's
course.
Going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Wally, can you tell us a little bit about the Oprah book club selection experience?
Sure. Well, Oprah called out of the blue. This was 1997.
Right.
And next thing you know, I'm flying to Chicago.
Wow.
You have to keep secrecy until Oprah makes the big
definitely.
announcement. But in the meantime, people had read the book, and she flew in about 4 or 5 readers, and we all had a wonderful dinner. And Oprah was really quite funny. She was sort of playing with the dessert and all that kind of stuff. And then we had a discussion. The chef did a fantastic job at the meal, so much so that I wished everybody would stop talking about the book because those courses were being whipped away.
Yeah, no time to eat.
Right. But then a little bit later, they showed the dinner feature on the show, and that was live, and I got to interact with the audience and so forth. So it was
sounds
fun.
like a great experience. But don't worry, there's time to eat today for the
All
cupcakes.
All right, just checking.
Good. And for those of you who are, or for those who aren't familiar with She's Come Undone, do you mind just giving us a quick little overview of the book?
Sure. The main character is a young woman named Dolores Price, and I take her from childhood through early adulthood. And, she has a lot of terrible things done to her in the course of the story. She does some terrible things to other people. And even though I was writing as Dolores, as she goes through her trials and tribulations, I was really feeling quite parental toward her.
Sure.
I don't write with an ending in sight. I write to discover on a daily basis what's going to happen. So I kept rooting for Dolores.
Sure. That's actually very interesting because that's actually what my favorite part of the book was Dolores. And if you've read the book, or even if you haven't, Dolores is just one of those characters. She's gone through a lot and she's very relatable. So if you've been through any difficulties or faced any adversity, then you can very much relate to Dolores. And that's why I really enjoyed the book.
Also she was... one of the ways that she survives is through humor, sarcastic humor.
Oh, definitely.
And so, as I was writing the book, there were tears, but also laughter. And that's like life itself.
And like I said, that is exactly why she's relatable, because I know sometimes that's how I am. When sometimes I'm facing hardships, laughter is what comes through, even though no matter what I'm feeling, it's laughter and smiling that comes through.
It's a good survival technique, I think.
Sure, definitely. Well, now let's get to our favorite part, and let's discuss the cupcakes.
All right, let's do it.
Now let's talk about the cupcake.
Please.
I created the cupcake with Mallomars dug down inside because one of Dolores' go-to snacks was always Mallomars.
It is indeed.
I topped the cupcakes with the blue frosting, which is a blue marshmallow frosting to represent water, because that's also a common theme throughout the book, and it symbolizes Dolores' hardships, her life in general, and her recovery process. The top is adorned with a little whale because Dolores can relate to whales in the novel, and at one point of the book, Dolores sees a whale that's beached and it's out of its element, which Dolores can also relate to. And throughout the book, you do see different appearances of the whale.
These are like works of art.
Oh, good!
Amazing.
I'm glad you enjoy them.
The whale. Whales were in the first draft of the novel, and I didn't even realize it. But once I saw it, I could take it out and begin to work with it as a symbol for Dolores.
Definitely, absolutely. So I have a quick question for you. I know I used Mallomars in the cupcake, but what inspired you to use Mallomars in the book?
Well, when I was a little kid, I was a junk food junkie.
Yeah, and, who is it?
And that was in the early days of television. So there's nothing better than you get your little TV tray, your snacks. Watch the tube.
Sure.
And so there's a little of me in Dolores as well.
Oh, good. Well, there's a little me in Dolores as well then, because I love Mallomars. Should we try the cupcake, which is my favorite part?
Yeah, let's do it.
The time has come. Oh, boy. That's a good cupcake.
Cassandra, you must have gotten A+ in home economics.
Thank you so much for joining us today for Have Your Cupcake and Read It Too, Wally. It was an absolute treat having you today.
Hey, and thank you for your treat.
Oh, definitely. I know I'm excited about what you're working on next. Do you mind just giving a little sneak peek about what you're working on for your fans?
Sure. Yeah, I have a new book coming out at the end of October.
Okay.
It's called We Are Water. And this one is, in some ways, it's sort of a full circle back to my first novel,
Sure.
She's Come Undone, because the ocean plays a significant part in this story. And it's a story with 8 different voices, as opposed to Dolores's one voice.
Sure.
So wish me luck.
Definitely. Good luck, and I can't wait to read it. And I'm sensing another cupcake coming on for this book.
Hey, all right.
Well, stay tuned for our next episode of Have Your Cupcake and Read It Too. To find the recipe, head on over to bookbliss.com, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me at cupcake@bookbliss.com.